Every summer, families across America hit the road hoping for memories, not mysteries. But some never return. 3 families, 3 summer getaways, and 3 terrifying disappearances that still leave more questions than answers. This is Roadside Tales, and these are the true stories of summer vacations that ended in silence. The Martin family disappearance. Columbia River Gorge, Oregon, 1958. On December 7th, 1958, the Martin family, Kenneth and Barbara, along with their daughters Barbie 14, Virginia 13, and Susan 11, left their Portland, Oregon home for what was supposed to be a short Sunday drive along the Columbia River Gorge. Kenneth, an outdoorsman, had planned a quick trip to gather greenery for Christmas decorations. That night, when they didn't return, no one suspected foul play at first. But when the family's car was not found and neighbors reported nothing unusual, concern quickly grew. A few days later, a blood smear was discovered on the bridge near the Dalles, along with tire marks leading to the riverbank. Even more chilling, a bloodied .38 caliber revolver was found in a nearby bush, traced to a stolen weapon linked to a transient man named Roy Light. He claimed to have helped the family with a flat tire. Months dragged on with no sign of the family. Then in May 1959, the decomposed bodies of Susan and Virginia were found downstream in the Columbia River. Their cause of death remained unclear, but their injuries suggested blunt force trauma. Kenneth, Barbara, and Barbie were never located. It wasn't until 1961, 3 years later, that the family's 1954 Ford was finally found submerged near Cascade Locks during low tide. It had clearly been driven off the road intentionally. Despite multiple theories ranging from a car accident to targeted violence, no suspect was ever charged. The Martin disappearance remains one of Oregon's oldest cold cases, and each summer as travelers drive past the scenic riverbanks, they unknowingly trace the final path of a family lost to time. The Cowden Family, Vanishing. Rogue River, Oregon, 1974. On August 30th, 1974, Richard Cowden, his wife Belinda, and their 2 children, David 5 and Melissa 5 months, set off for a camping trip near Carberry Creek, a forested area not far from their rural Oregon home. They were well-prepared and experienced campers, looking forward to a peaceful Labor Day weekend. On September 1st, a friend came by to join them, but the campsite was eerily quiet. The picnic table was set, the milk carton was still chilling in the creek, and their clothes hung neatly to dry. Inside the family truck, authorities later found Belinda's purse, Richard's wallet, and all their IDs. Nothing looked disturbed, no sign of a struggle, no chaos. Just emptiness. A massive search effort was launched. Bloodhounds, helicopters, divers combed the forest and creek. But for 7 long months, nothing turned up. Then in April 1975, 2 hikers discovered human remains inside a small cave just 7 miles from the original campsite. Belinda and the children had been killed and stuffed into the cave. Richard's body was located nearby, bound to a tree. Autopsies revealed blunt force trauma and gunshot wounds. Investigators theorized that the family may have been attacked while swimming or relaxing by the creek. A convicted murderer, Dwayne Lee Little, who had recently been paroled, became a prime suspect. He was reportedly seen in the area and had a violent history. But despite circumstantial links, no charges were filed. To this day, the Cowden murders are etched in Oregon's darkest criminal history. A happy family celebrating the last days of summer met with unimaginable violence, and justice was never served. The Jamison Family mystery. Red Oak, Oklahoma. 2009. Bobby Jamison, his wife Sherilyn, and their young daughter Madison were last seen alive on October 8, 2009, in Eufaula, Oklahoma. They told friends they were heading to Red Oak to look at a 40-acre plot of land in a remote part of the Sans Bois Mountains, where they hoped to start a new life. Surveillance footage captured the family packing their truck in a bizarre, trance-like manner, silent, robotic, and seemingly unaware of each other. It was the last known sighting of them. 8 days later, their white pickup truck was discovered abandoned in the woods. Inside $32,000 in cash, stashed under the seat ID cards, phones, a GPS device, and the family dog nearly starved but still alive. There were no signs of a struggle, no footprints leading away. Theories swirled in the media and among internet sleuths. Some suspected drug involvement due to the large amount of cash. Others suggested mental health struggles, pointing to Bobby's history of depression and odd behavior. Some whispered about cults, exorcisms, or even paranormal forces. Nothing could be proven. 4 years passed. Then in 2013, skeletal remains of 2 adults and a child were discovered just 3 miles from the truck. Dental records confirmed it was the Jamison family. Strangely, no signs of trauma were found. Their deaths were ruled as undetermined. The Jamison mystery is one of the most unsettling in recent memory. How does a family vanish so completely, only to be found so close yet with no answers at all? 3 summer trips meant to bring joy, all ending in tragedy. They packed for a few days. They never came back. Thanks for watching Roadside Tales. If you're still with us, consider subscribing for more true stories from America's darkest corners. And until next time, stay curious and stay safe.